Hey, everyone. It's your host, Vivian Cherie here, author and founder of the School of Purpose Academy, back with Entrepreneur City Tech. I'm so excited that you're here, guys, because today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today is something like an open letter to you, the small business owners, who's fed up with the political pirates and the phony patriots and that wants to continue to be their brand and have the option and freedom to expand in any environment or economy. Now, if you're new to this channel, I want to welcome you all. We are all about the small business community. What do we do? Well, we help you, the small business owner, transition your business into the digital space for ultimate expansion and financial security. Okay, so that's what we do. It might sound a little bit complicated, but we simply use digital resources to help you expand your brand in any type of environment or economy. That is the true definition of financial freedom. Well, guys, as I said, it's been a long time. So I promise you, as usual, to bring you some great value. And not only that, if you're interested, a lot of times I get so passionate on the recordings, I give you so much information that I'm unable to cover everything. So with that being said, if I'm unable to cover everything and you have questions, you already know, place those questions in the comment box, but also stay to the end because I'm going to invite you to an event that I truly believe will help you take your business to the next level. So for today's trending topics, guys, we're going to talk about these political pirates: who, what, when, where, and why. Why should you even care? What is this term, political pirates? Well, guess what? When I get done talking about it, you will definitely know. Then we're going to talk about how to combat and dominate in your business no matter what's going on. I truly believe that this is something that you need as a business owner. A lot of times people feel like dominating is a bad word. And domination is not a bad word because you might be in a small city of 25,000. Do you want to be the bottom feeder business, or do you want to be the business dominating and that everybody else looks up to? I think you want to be the dominator as well, right? And then on top of that, you want to learn how to dominate no matter what is going on. Guys, that is the true freedom of being an entrepreneur, especially in a digital economy. And last but not least, guys, I'm going to drop this business prophecy on you. This is going to be the second warning. Now, some of you are like, business prophecy? What in the heck is that? Well, business prophecy is just a little spin that I put on the term because if you know me, you know I'm all into the Nostradamus predictions, and I love Bible prophecy. I mean, it's just really far out, guys, how people from the 1600s and different time periods literally felt that they had premonitions or visions or whatever, to be able to say that certain things will happen at a certain time or place. So today, I'm going to drop something on you, and I'm calling it a business prophecy. Why am I calling it a business prophecy? Because when I shared this message, which is the core message of our channel, but when I shared this particular message with the small business industry, particularly the service-based business, as well as the retail space owners, they completely ignored it. And this was 6 months prior. We've been in business for over 7 years, but I really went on this, I don't want to say a tangent, but I really went on a completely different level of energy to talk about this particular thing. And I know we put in a lot of time and energy to really get this message to the small business community. And it was simply just looked over. It was looked at as if, well, this is just someone else that's just trying to sell another program. Listen, guys, you must understand, even if someone offers you 100 different types of programs, you must understand that those programs are valuable to someone. Now, maybe they're not valuable to you, but when you truly understand that there are certain principles of life, you will never get offended again by someone trying to offer you some type of course, class of any way, shape, form, or fashion. So who is broadcast for? Just in case you're brand new. This broadcast, video, channel, however you're catching this content, this is for the entrepreneur, the CEO, the founder, the dream maker, the non-profiter, right? This is for you. So grab pen and paper. Now, while you're doing so, I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about myself, because I know a lot of you, you probably have never heard this, or you don't know anything about who I am or what we stand for. Well, guys, I have been in the entrepreneur space for over 10 years now. It is really amazing because it don't even seem that long. Guys, this is what is so amazing about when you're doing work that you love. Time flies. Time goes by so fast. And this is also why, guys, you want to put yourself in a position where you can learn from the giants and learn from the mistakes that people have made before you, because it accelerates your success. Well, anyways, guys, I've been in the entrepreneur space for over 10 years, a serial entrepreneur. I started off selling spyware, spy equipment. Yes, guys, I've always been into surveillance and safety and things like that. So you'll hear some things about that as well in this particular episode today. But after working for 3 Fortune 500 companies, guys, was in the spaces or the industries of technology, pharmaceuticals, and hospitality, guys, I've seen people lose their job after dedicating 3 decades of their whole life to a job. Guys, 3 decades is 30 years. You lose your job over something that had nothing to do with theft or violence, no second chances or anything. That's it, you're done. Guys, after seeing that and seeing the devastation that it had on these people and their family, it was in that time I decided, you know what? Fortune 500s, corporates is not for me. I don't mind coming in as a trainer, but me working under that particular umbrella, it was not for me. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I have always been a great employee, because a lot of times people feel that just because you're an entrepreneur or a business person, now all of a sudden you hate working for the jobs. Here's the deal, guys. If you're not a good employee working for someone else, 9 times out of 10, you may not be good working for yourself. Okay, now I'm not going to get too deep, but also remember, there's 4 different levels of entrepreneurship. Now, a small business owner is someone technically, in the U.S. terms, in which I talk a lot about it, right? In the U.S. terms, a small business owner is one person that may have 1 to 500 employees. Okay, I talk a lot about that, but what I want you to know is technically a small business owner is someone that could take their hands off the business and go on a vacation of 2 weeks to Europe, right? And they can still make money. That is really the technical term of a small business owner. And then some people say that it's an entrepreneur, or you're self-employed. So there's different levels to it. But I say all that to say this. It doesn't matter what label you put on it. If you cannot work in a team or for someone else, a lot of times you cannot work for your own self. Why? Because it's harder. You have to be able to manage your time. And after you do all of that, you have to think about ways to continue to ensure that you can expand your brand in any type of economy or environment. Guys, that's a lot. I literally heard Tony Robbins talk about how being an entrepreneur is almost like being a gladiator. Guys, when he said that, it woke something up in me. Even though I don't like that movie, Spartans, all of that, because it's just so horrible how we do each other. We always want to conquer and fight. But you know what, guys? At the end of the day, pursuing your dream, you must understand that something worth having and keeping, it will never be easy. So why should you care about bulletproofing your business? Well, it's simple. Number 1, pandemic outbreaks. We had COVID-19. As I was telling you guys, when COVID-19 first broke out, I actually was in the talks. I was having conversations with the number 1 cosmetology franchise in America. Okay, I had I still have a complete curriculum and system that I wanted to implement for them so that in case something happens to where they cannot teach their students in class, they will be able to still find value with their curriculum. Guys, I was right there. It was me by myself. I was right there. And guess what? In January of 2020, we were right there on the ledge. Guys, I was begging. I was like, please, please let this virus go away. Please, I'm so close. I'm so close. And before you know it, guys, everything was shut down. And the lady, she just stopped responding. And I completely respected it because obviously COVID-19 was something that we had never experienced before in our modern day, right? So that's what happened. That was a reason why you should want to bulletproof your business, not just COVID-19, right? But anything that comes up that you can't control, floods, right? All types of crazy extreme weather, forest fire. Literally, guys, today or yesterday, I made a recording for this particular video. And right before I got on to make the video, a woman in Tampa, Florida woke up to find her car halfway in the ground from a sinkhole. She's in Tampa. I'm 6 hours away from Tampa. This right here tells you guys that there are things going on that you can't control. You can have all the money you want. You can have everything you want, but there are certain things that you can't control. But here's the deal. Would you rather be able to have the money that you need to take care of business, or do you want to be distraught, inconvenienced, and without the finances that you need? This is what bulletproof is about. Next, we have all the civil unrest and crime. Come on, guys, you already know it. You can simply look on the news, YouTube, the radio. Every time you turn around, something is going on. Guys, I was listening to something, and you know what? A guy made a statement, and it really woke me up. And it really lets you know the state of mind people are in. Because, guys, we are in a really, really crazy time because on one side of the spectrum, this is the best time to be alive. Guys, you could change your life literally for free now. You could change your life. Guys, do you know the KFC guy? He started KFC when he was 65 after he got a Social Security check. He has always been one of my heroes because he knocks the age myth out the box. I'm not even close to 65, but a lot of times people put age on it. I say all that to say right now, guys, you're living in a time right now where you can change your life like KFC did. And you don't have to put 280,000 miles on your car. Guys, he slept in his car and drove around the country to put on and to sell his recipe for KFC. Guys, you don't have to do that no more. You get right in front of YouTube and change your life. It is so magnificent to be alive right now. But at the same time, guys, there's many people. A guy said that there's many people that took advantage of the chaos. No, he said they took advantage of the crisis to start chaos. Guys, when he said that, it was a game changer, guys. It was a game changer. I said, whoa, because that's what people do. When there's something going on, they take advantage to cause all type of chaos so they can just have mayhem going on everywhere. This is why you need to bulletproof your business. Why? Because it's a wake-up call about the importance of proper, proactive planning and execution. In any economy, right? Having the option to expand in any economy. Now listen, as I was telling you guys, I almost kind of took a hiatus because I think it's been about 4 months or so before I spoke with you guys. And I know I did a product review on another channel. However, during COVID-19, when I told you guys how in January, I was speaking with the number one franchise for cosmetology in the U.S., trying to get a contract with them, right? COVID-19 crushed my dreams, okay? They just crushed that whole little thought process. I said, man, right? But I went on because I respected it. We had that pandemic, right? But guys, I continue to actually put out videos. You can look at my Instagram feed, my YouTube feed. You'll see that I continue to work. And then it came to a point where I wasn't uploading so much, but I continued to work in the background. Well, let me tell you what happened. Guys, do you know during the COVID-19 pandemic in the month of May, 1 month after my birthday, guys, I gained three, not one, but three 7-figure clients. Guys, it's been a complete game changer for my business. I've been so honored and humbled and happy to do this, right? And the reason being is because, guys, you cannot take your intellect and your mindset and your mind frame and your paradigm, you cannot shift it to another level until you have been exposed to that level. And guys, to be able to be around people that can go spend $10,000 on a couch during a pandemic, guys, it was life changing. To be able to go with people that could go spend $1.2 million on a house without a mortgage, without a bank, during a pandemic, and flip it and customize it, guys, it has been mind changing. Now, I don't talk about that to brag. I'm talking about that too because they were able to do that because they knew the importance way before COVID-19 of the proactive planning and execution. See, guys, they had already been proactively planning. They didn't know COVID-19 was coming, but they knew something is bound to happen because nothing good goes all the time. So guess what? When the COVID-19 hit and a lot of people were scared and not buying anything or selling a lot, they took that time to execute and get things that works for their advantage. That's why I'm sharing that information with you guys, and that's why I'm going to be sharing this information with you today so that you can take your business to the next level. Now, why do I have so much passion and fondness for the small business community? Well, it's because the small business community drives the U.S. economy. Here's the deal, guys. A lot of people let their small business give them a small mind. But what you must understand is that the U.S. economy owes a great deal to the small business community. Okay? And the facts don't lie. Small businesses create 2 out of every 3 jobs in the U.S. In the U.S. This is why your success is peril. See, here's the deal. As I told you earlier, a small business in definition into the technical term means that a person that has a business that employs 1 to 500 employees. So listen to how deep this is. I'm going to give you 2 examples of why it's peril that you succeed as a small business owner or an entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. This is why your success is peril. Number 1, let's say, for instance, if you came from a city that had about 13,000 people, okay? If you come from a city that had 13,000 people and you had one person that owned a factory, right? The factory, they employed 130 people. Okay, guys, that's about 1%. That's 1% of your city population that's employed by that particular employer, right? Now, check this out. The thing is, if that's 130 people in an area that only has 13,000, you are bound to be affected by that. See, because 2 out of every 3 new jobs is created by a small business owner. So that means our cousins, uncles, brothers, mothers, cousins, they are all more than likely working for a small business owner. This is why it's so important. But here's the other part to it, guys. Say, for instance, if it's just you in your basement or you in your kitchen and you're making edible goods, right? But guess what? You got 3 VAs, 1 in Sri Lanka, 1 in Singapore, and maybe 1 in Mexico. Guess what? Your role as a small business owner in the U.S. is so important. Even if you pay each one of your VAs, virtual assistants, even if you paid them $2 an hour, do you understand that if that amount of money is good for them or decent for them wherever they are, do you understand that you are still helping their economy? you're helping them change their life. So even if you wasn't giving them that $2 an hour, guess what? That's going to be $2 an hour that they are not getting. Now, I'm not telling you to pay them $2. I'm just telling you this is an example of why you as a small business owner is so important. You're not only important to the U.S. economy, you're important to the world's economy. So let's talk about these political pirates. What do I mean by that? Guys, political pirates are people that ram and cram our throats and our ear with political ads talking about what they're going to do when they get in office. Okay, this is not about a particular party. It's about any human being that get into politics and tell us everything they're going to do, and then they get in there and it's all about their own personal agenda. That's what it's about. You guys remember Jack Sparrow. Don't get me wrong, he was a good guy on the slide, but everything that he did, it always had who in mind first? Him. It was always about him, right? So this is why I'm calling these jerks political pirates, right? During the COVID-19 crisis, initially, small businesses were put on the back burner. Now we're already providing we're already providing 3 out of every 2 new jobs that are created in the U.S. 2 out of the 3, excuse me. So what more evidence and proof do you need to say, you know what, we better support the small business owners? But guess what? On top of that, a lot of business owners are now facing the moratorium. So some of you might say, but what does that have to do with the U.S. economy? What does it have to do with entrepreneurs and small business owners? Well, guess what? If you or your mom or your dad own one duplex, if you own one duplex and you rented it out, you are a small business owner. Here's the deal. They don't have to pay rent, but you still have to pay your mortgage. You're a small business owner. See, the thing is, I just don't want something to happen where small business owners say, you know what, screw this. I'm going to take my whole business online and I'm just going to go ahead and give the workers, I'm going to go ahead and give work to people overseas that'll appreciate what I'm doing. This is what I don't want to happen. Okay, and this is for the U.S. economy. This is why I want us to really make some changes as a community so that we can really get the help that we need as a small business owner. Because a lot of times, people that are your employers, they get upset. The employees, they get upset with the employers when they take certain sectors of their jobs overseas. But what you don't realize is people have sacrificed so much to start their business and to keep it. And when we keep on forcing them to do these different things, I'm not saying we should not give back to the community, but when we keep putting all of this pressure on small business owners and not giving them the support they need, when you push people in the corner, the first rule of life is what? Self-preservation. And you cannot be mad at a person that say, you know what, I'm going to just shut my factory down and move it to China then. You cannot hate that person because self-preservation is number one. Here's the deal, guys. Plato said it better than I can say it any way, shape, or form. Plato said, if you do not take an interest in the affairs of the government, of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. Man, guys, you know what, guys, those Greek dudes, they really had some real stuff to say. I'm not all stoic and all of that, but those dudes, they really, really knew how to put things together for you to understand it. Because sometimes people try to make stuff so complicated. Everything is not complicated. We make it complicated. You know, it seems like sometimes you get to the point where you see, you know what? I'm done playing the political blame game. You know, sometimes you can get online and you get caught up in that political rabbit hole. Oh, this guy said they were going to do this. This side said they were going to do that. Oh, she didn't read her emails. Oh, she did this. Oh, she shouldn't be in office, right? But at the end of it all, have you ever just came to the conclusion that, you know what? Both of you guys were wrong. We were all wrong. We were all wrong. We all did bad stuff. But what about today? Guys, I don't want to play the political blame game anymore. I do not. Do you know why I don't want to play the political blame game? Because, guys, there's too many people that have shed too much blood, have put too much sweat and tears to build up America to sit here and play pity pat with political parties. It is time that we hold the local and federal officials accountable, especially in the business sector. We paying the taxes. Why not? Why not? Guys, I'm tired of these guys getting up there on the podium. I'm talking about during a election year, during the primaries, anytime that there is some type of political agenda. Come on, guys. You know I'm not lying. They cram it down our throats. You can't even get a YouTube tutorial in without somebody saying, vote for me. So you know what? It's cool. We can't stop you guys. No problem. Now it's time for the citizens, for business owners to make you do your job and hold you accountable. Not on top of all of that, guys, the civil unrest. You know, guys, this was the one that really had kind of just threw me into cahoots. Because when that guy said what he said that people, criminals, took advantage of the chaos, of the crisis, to cause chaos. Guys, I was just really hurt and saddened by that. You know why? Because, guys, even if you were the type of person that said the COVID-19 is fake and it's simulated and it was created in a lab and Bill Gates' fault and he did it, guys, the thousands and thousands of bodies that has been lined up in coolers outside of these hospitals, the first responders, all of them can't be lying. And you mean to tell me after all of that, you're going to call civil unrest? Guys, that's crap. That is crap. And that, not only does it affect your nerves, your family, your mental health, it affects your business, depending on where you was at. Think about it. If you had a business that was in an area where people continue to riot, and I don't mean peaceful protests, I'm talking about rioting, tearing stuff up, making it a place where people don't want to visit, it affects your business. Guys, we got to stop it. We got to stop it. It's time to position your business to win. It truly is. Guys, it's time to stop talking about it. It is time to say, you know what? That's it. It's now time to position your business to win. And that's going to start off with number one, a resilient business plan. What does a resilient business plan entails? It is a plan, a strategic action that sets direction so that you can pivot and prosper in any economy. Well, what does that really mean? Pivot and prosper. Have you ever watched a basketball game? Do you ever watch how when they are close up on their opponent, how sometimes they have to make a quick turn and they do it with their feet? It's called pivoting. This is also a dance move. If you make a quick sharp turn, pivoting. And sometimes you may have enough time to just turn slowly. But have you ever been in a position where you had to pivot? You had to make a sharp turn, right? Guys, to make a pivot that could help you prosper in any economy, a successful pivoting is all about having a plan. Why do I say that? Even though a pivot is a quick move, you are practicing for that pivot before it even comes to reality. So you want to plan. Have a plan of action, a backup plan, okay? If you want to just say it flat out, a backup plan. Many people did not have a backup plan. So let me just tell you about the contract that I was working on. I was talking to them about, again, I was saying, hey guys, I was giving them a warning. Not only that school, not only that corporation, not only that franchise, guys, it was other niches in the small business community that I was reaching out to. And I was saying, hey, listen, I really love your business. I've been in this industry for a long time. And I understand the stress, the large overheads that you have. Because, guys, a lot of times I really love to reach out to retail spaces because I love retail space because it was the traditional businesses. And I also understand that that takes another level of mental stability. But not only that, management. Not only that, innovation. Because outside of the profits, you have this overhead for this building. So I have always been a champion and a person that continues to want to input and outpour my knowledge in the retail space community. With that being said, prior to COVID-19, guys, I was telling them, I say, listen, you guys are in this retail space. You have to set something up so that you can continue to make money around the clock. Warren Buffett said it best. If you do not have a way to make money while you're sleeping, you will work until you die. Guys, I was preaching this to the small business community. And you know what? They all acted like it was a game. And they all acted like it was just another person trying to sell them a program. Guys, everybody is not necessarily trying to sell you a program. If the program is not for you, obviously you don't want it. But obviously when COVID-19 came in, a lot of you should have bought somebody's program to teach you about digital transformation and setting up your business to have a backup plan so that if by law you cannot go to your place of business, you will continue to make money. Next, to bulletproof your business, you must start to understand the power of numbers. You know, guys, a lot of things on TV right now and social media, a lot of times you look at it, and don't get me wrong, things come up in your feed according to a lot of things you're looking at, but a lot of things come up in your feed according to what they want you to see. Okay, and then they have a lot of things that come up according to their calculations, aka the algorithm. But one thing that I have observed is there is a lot of things on the internet that will make you want to become a divisive person. It preaches or talks a lot about being very divisive and separation. Here's the deal, guys. As a small business owner, we must understand that united we stand, divided we fall. That right there tells you a lot because there's a power in numbers. When you're not getting the results that you want, no matter what context you're looking at, and we're going to take a look at a couple of contexts about the power of numbers. But when you are not getting the results you want, so let's say, for instance, if you stay in a neighborhood and your city officials are not doing their jobs, if you show up with one person, and they may fly you off, shoo you off like a fly. If you show up with 50 people, completely different attitude. Okay, that's one scenario. The next scenario is, let's say, for instance, if your business is already online and you're not getting the results you want. You might say, you know what, I'm not getting enough sales. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? People are not coming to my website. The first thing you're going to do is, if you go speak to any $1 million brander, market strateger, business agency, whatever, the first thing they're going to tell you is, let me see your metrics. Let me see your numbers. They want to see your numbers. Like on Shark Tank, the first thing they ask them, what's your numbers? What are the numbers? What do I mean by numbers? Guys, know the numbers, whether it be the statistics of what's going on in your community. Who are these people? Whether it be a political officer, where are they getting their money from? Where are they putting the money? Forget where they're getting it from. Because guess what? Sometimes you could be in a position where your enemy could bless you to go further. So forget where it came from. Sometimes what did you do with the money? Right? The numbers. This is another thing that I really respected about the old school entrepreneurs or the old school business owner. Right? Because, guys, do you remember the almanac? The almanac was a book that recorded the numbers. They recorded the patterns. Numbers is more, and when I talk about the power of numbers, it's more than just numerical logic. It's also patterns. Guys, you got to look at the patterns. I'm going to give you another example about the power of numbers. A lot of people know that around the holidays, retail numbers do what? They go higher because it's the power of numbers. They can tell a lot of people are shopping. Guys, apply the power of numbers to everything that you do. But specifically for the small business community, it is time that we become more united and become more a part of a community of like-minded individuals. You know, it's funny because business owners and entrepreneurs, we are all different, but we're the same. You know why I say that? Because we might look different. We might have a different style or even a different business model or a different approach. But at the end of the day, a lot of us, we got into business because we either love the topic, we wanted our own freedom, or we love to help people. So when we get in the same room, we can be in different industries from A to Z. But when we start talking about getting sales and follow up, everybody quiet because we are in a group of like-minded individuals. Here's the other positive benefit to being in a group of like-minded individuals. You know, guys, sometimes when you are a leader and you're the one that's the influencer, you're the one that's the creator, the motivator, guys, who recharges your battery? See, sometimes when you're doing all the charging, who's charging you? Here's the other thing. Sometimes, unfortunately, you can be in a relationship and they can't charge you because they don't have that mind that you have. You're with them for other reasons outside of being an entrepreneur. So that means when it comes to get uplifted, you need your resource. This is why it is super important to become a part of a community of like-minded individuals. You continue to have that energy and that recharging to go out there and conquer those things that you need to conquer. Because here's the deal, guys. The bigger vision, you're going to need teamwork. Even if you have a small vision in your mindset, listen, when you want to take your stuff to the next level, this is why I've been gone so long, guys. I haven't been able to really tell you guys everything, but we've been growing. So I told you that I gained 3 7-figure clients. And here's the deal. A lot of times you go to different seminars as a entrepreneur, and you get to these seminars and they talk a lot about delegation and expanding your dream, and they talk a lot about high ticket offers and 7-figure clients, right? And you know what, guys? They're right. 7-figure and high-end offers and clients, it will change your business. But you know what? They are very demanding. People that pay you your money, they are demanding. And when you understand that, you know what? I can't do it by myself. I need a team. So guys, guess what? During all of this time that I've been going, we've expanded so much and so fast that I literally have hired 3 people. So now I am so proud to say, guys, I have a team of 4. Listen, the growth has been phenomenal. I'm so grateful. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's another level of stress because people are depending on you. This is why I'm telling you guys, we need to become more of a community and a small business because we have so much on us. Even if you employ 3-4 people, if you truly believe in your vision and you got people that's helping you and you know they're helping you from the bottom of their hearts, you don't want to have to lay them off. You don't want to have to cut their hours. This is why it's peril that you get the success techniques and strategies. This is also why it's important for you to be a part of a community that will help you carry the weight, help you lift the torch, because it's a teamwork thing, guys. Again, when I talk to you guys about entrepreneurs and success, I always tell you guys I love the old school dudes and girls because first off, they had the guts. Guys, those people had guts back then. They were so hardcore to me. They had guts. A lot of them didn't even have the education, right? But they had the innovation and they had the ideas. But you know what else about them that I really I like, guys? I like the fact that many of them would surround themselves with people that didn't have to look like them, but they respected their work ethic, they respected their ideas, and they respected the way they think. Henry Ford, one of my favorites, said to surround yourself with people that know more than you. One does not need to be able to do it all. One does not need to know how. One does need to know how to get the task done. Oh my gosh. Guys, he just pretty much said you got to know how to delegate it. You ain't got to be a know-it-all. Guys, I meet so many people that are know-it-alls. That is the secret to success. Not being a know-it-all, but knowing how to get it done. Guys, that's been my secret to learning and getting in. I promise you guys, like I have always been a helper. and I'm in the background, right? But I'm very diligent at what I'm doing, and I bring the energy to make people want to keep going even when they want to quit. So that has always opened up doors for me. But the thing is, guys, I had to learn that if you surround yourself around people that know more than you, guys, you don't even have to talk and you can learn so much. When you don't even have to talk, you can learn so much, then you'll know to apply your expertise. See, because all of my clients, I'm talking about guys, they filthy rich, and all of their friends are filthy rich, but they don't know anything about setting up email marketing campaigns, website design, graphic design, software installation and updating. They don't know anything about logistic management, none of it. Okay, so this is why I'm telling you guys, get yourself in a position, even your mindset, change your mindset as well. Put yourself around people that know more than you, or put yourself around people that they may not have the same technique or skill set as you, but it complements your skill set. This is how you grow faster and better than ever before. The next key to it is, guys, you must understand that anything that you want to improve in life and take to the next level, it's going to take a lifetime of commitment to learning it. Not just that one thing, but just in general. As I was telling you guys, sometimes people, they get into this thing where they think they know everything. They're not good listeners. They're cutting you off in mid-sentence, and they didn't even get the whole thing. At the end of the day, if we're going to make changes in our government that's going to be proactive for small business owners, if you're going to set your business up to be bulletproof so that you can continue to make money and live the life of your dreams and continue to send your children to the private schools that really care about education and that are safe. If you want to continue to go on 2-week vacation whenever you want to, run a private jet, plane, yacht, whatever it is, if you want to, you must understand that you must commit to a lifetime of learning. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to read 50 books a day or one book a day like some people say they do. That may simply mean joining a community where you can look at a video a day, something to continue to feed your mind and energize you so that you can take your business to the level of expansion in any environment or economy. Now, I know I said a lot. I know I did, guys. And some of you might be skeptical. And guess what? That's your right. That's why I like this video right here, guys. I love this picture right here. This illustration, I love it to the max because it's your right to be skeptical. But guess what? I'm not here to convince you. I'm here just to let you know you got options. Everybody loves options, right? I only want this channel to be a curator of the options that you have to take your business to the next level. So that when things hit the fan, as they say, you can't say you didn't have a messenger that was telling you to make decisions in your business that will secure your financial future for yourself and your family. That is what I'm doing today. I want to give you the options. Now, at the end of the day, guys, you can take all the information that I told you about and go research it on your own. And guess what? That's not a bad choice. I was a master do-it-yourselfer. Trust me. But guess what, guys? When you're ready to take your business to the next level, and I'm talking about fast, you don't want to waste any more time. Maybe you was like me. Let me tell you guys something. For a long time, I peddled around with email marketing. I did not take heed to the fundamentals of online business. And guys, that is something that I learned from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee says that you don't need to be afraid of the man that can do 100 kicks. You need to be afraid of the man that has mastered the same kick 100 times. And year after year, email marketing continues to be a beast. When we talk about those power in numbers, that's another thing. See, I should have took power in the numbers to know that email marketing is the way at that time. I should have went ahead and mastered it. It's still hot right now. But at that time, I stay trying to find the perfect product like many people do today. They want to get on Shopify and Alibaba and find the perfect product. No, what you need to do is Understand that there is fundamentals. Learning those simple things and mastering those. Right? Now, again, you don't necessarily have to learn it on your own and by yourself. When you want to do stuff in a quick manner, you want to join a community of like-minded individuals. At the same time, your other option is to sit back like Jack and do nothing. A lot of people a lot of people fell asleep at the wheel. They went to sleep, guys, when COVID-19 came in. It was so funny because some people went back to school. Shouts out to those folks that went back to school. Some people paid a university. Some people went to YouTube University, right? But shouts out to you because you said, you know what? Hey, this is a time out. Because, guys, that's what I did. I said, ooh. I said, God, because I'm a Christian, but I'm not a holy roller, and I'm not here to shove any religious down your throat. But I said, ooh, God has given us a time out to get things in order. Because something is coming. Now, this is just me, guys. I think in terms of staying a step ahead, and I think in terms of prophecy. I said, man, wait a minute, a time out, COVID-19. Everything is about perspective. And I started to sharpen my skills and study and get my email funnels together and do everything that I needed to do. Traveling was cheap, guys. I started traveling and meeting my family and doing all kind of things because here's the deal. Remember, I told you, I got my 7-figure clients. So instead of me sitting back doing nothing, saying, you know what, I've been waiting on this all my life, I'm going to sit back and save money. No, guys, I got up and did something. So listen, if you want to sit back and do nothing and wait until everything blows over, that's totally fine. Just know that doing nothing is a decision, and you still will be held accountable to that decision. But choice number 3, guys, if you're a go-getter like me, and you say, you know what, hey, I'm going to take the front seat of this thing, the biggest business shift ever, and transform my business to a sales machine. Even if I haven't been doing anything else in the past, I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the next level. If this is you guys, I want to invite you to an upcoming event that we have planned that's dedicated to unite the small business owners and entrepreneurs. Because I'm so excited to invite you to this event and be able to give you information about it. If you are interested in attending this event, please check in the description box and sign up, and you will be notified when we set the date for that event. Okay? Again, we have an upcoming event that is completely dedicated to unite the small business owners and entrepreneurs of the United States. Honestly, guys, it doesn't matter where you're from. However, I'm just repping where I'm from, okay? I love everyone, all right? So listen, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you know other small business owners, maybe you caught this and you know your mom really wants to pursue her dream. Or you have a friend or a brother who's been doing some business and they really want to take it to the next level. They don't know where to go and how to do it. Maybe you know someone that has a business and they're just lonely and sad. They don't have anybody to talk to. Share this video with them because we have something so special coming up, and I am so honored to be able to share it with you. Listen, thanks so much for watching today. I really appreciate your time. Again, don't forget to like, share, and comment. I'll see you soon. Take care.